Today's lecture is about ghost words. Have you ever heard of the term ghost word? It doesn't have a direct connection to Halloween, although that's a good guess. No, a ghost word is a word that has come into existence by error rather than by normal linguistic transmission, as through the mistaken reading of a manuscript, a scribble error, or a misprint. And we've collected our favorite ghost words that scare us daily. Dord is a truly great ghost word if there ever was one. The original Webster's New International Dictionary listing was like this, D or D. And it seems these slips used hyphens to separate letters. So, it read D or D. Whoever was inputting this entry viewed it as a word, Dord, rather than seeing it as a choice, D or D. It made it into the dictionary in 1934, and the error was discovered 5 years later. Yet it continues to appear. Somehow, someway, back in 1587, Abacot made it into the second edition of Holinshed's Chronicles, a book on British history. About 300 years later, the word was discovered by the editor of the Oxford English Dictionary as a typo of the word by coquette, which is a cap or head dress. That's a really big typo. There is such a thing as Morse code, of course. And we define Morse itself as a clasp or brooch used to fasten a cape in the front. However, in this instance, Morse was a misinterpretation of the common word nurse. So Walter Scott's 1821 book The Monastery contained the sentence, "Dost thou so soon Morse thoughts of slaughter?" It was supposed to say nurse, as in to nurture or to care for. Phantomnation appeared in the 1864 edition of Webster's. They called it a rare word meaning the appearance of a phantom, illusion, and attributed it to the poet Alexander Pope in his translation of the Odyssey, which contained the line, "All the phantom nations of the dead." A man named Richard Paul Jodrell made a habit of consolidating two-word phrases, and he did it to Phantom Nation for his 1820 title Philology of the English Language, which then caused it to appear in the dictionary in that form. You might expect this one has to do with your mom. Did she do something silly, like send you a Halloween card for your birthday? Oh, that's just some momblishness. No, nothing to do with dear old mom. The Oxford English Dictionary cites this as explained as muttering talk. It does sound like mumble, too. The OED puts it down to scribble error of the plural of any moublième, French for the forget-me-not flower. CAIRBOW slipped into an early 20th century proof of the Oxford English Dictionary in an example sentence for the word glare. The CAIRBOW, then suddenly squats upon its haunches and slides along the glare ice. But what is a CAIRBOW? Some rare creature that lives in the caves of the North Pole? Sounds fierce. No, just a mistake. They meant to say caribou, as in a really big deer. Here you can see the references for this lecture. Many thanks for your attention.